Welcome! We're continuing our exploration of the various types of reflections in today's motivational interviewing tip. Having a wide array of types of reflections to use in your practice will bring more depth and richness to your conversations. When it comes to our reflections, we always go back to our intention behind using them. With our reflection, we're holding up a mirror to the person that we're coaching. What is it that we want to reflect back? Today, we'll be talking about one type of reflection in particular, the continuing the paragraph type reflection. You know how when two people know each other so well, they tend to finish each other's thoughts and sentences? It's like they share the same brain. That is what we're aiming for with the continuing the paragraph type reflection. We want to be so in sync with the person that we're coaching that you just seem to be finishing their thoughts. But be mindful of putting words into people's mouth, though. Sometimes it's apparent that you're not at all on the same wavelength. This video clip from Seinfeld is not what we have in mind with continuing the paragraph type reflections. We're actually going to try to demonstrate our understanding of their perspective, and we don't want to cut people off or interrupt them either. Although Jerry seems to be much more in sync with his girlfriend than she is with him. Check it out.
I'll tell you, Lacey, I never expected that movie to
And underwater.
be that long. I mean, most action movies are
So much more violent.
not as long.
Well, I should probably...
Get going.
Yeah.
Well, it was nice meeting you. I'm sure I'll see you.
8 tomorrow?
Actually, that's
What you were thinking?
right.
So let's not be like Jerry's girlfriend. Instead, let's use our continuing the paragraph type reflections to hone in on what the person we're coaching wants and desires, not what it is that we may wish for them. So why use a continuing the paragraph type reflection? Well, empathy is a great reason to deepen it. Let's imagine that you ask your person that you're coaching the following question. What have you been working on in terms of your wellness goals since we last spoke? Well, not a lot really. We had to put our dog to sleep this past week. And that's been devastating for you. So of course, your priorities were shifted. So while it's true that in motivational interviewing, we are working to generate and cultivate change talk, another huge piece in MI is demonstrating empathy. Many times it's the prerequisite to what opens the gate to change talk, because most people aren't going to share their heart's desires with you unless they feel heard, understood, and accepted by you first. So another reason that you may want to use a continuing the paragraph type reflection is to lend change talk to someone who isn't forthcoming or just doesn't talk much. I'm sure we've all come across this situation. The person that you're coaching just doesn't have much to say. They are a person of few words, which may not give us a lot to work with. So you ask, what matters most to you about reaching a healthy weight? I just want to lose weight. Tell me more about that. I just want to lose weight. And you would love to just slip into whatever you feel like wearing and feel comfortable and confident. So instead of asking another question and turning it into like an interrogation, you're essentially testing your hypothesis in the form of a reflection. And either it's going to land great, so this person is going to agree with you and maybe elaborate, giving you more to work on, or they're going to correct you and say something like, well, no, it's really more about my health, or whatever the case may be, and then you can take it from there. Another reason we might want to use it is just to guide back to or highlight change talk. So your person says, I mean, I could, in addition to putting it in my calendar, I could set a reminder alarm so that you can ensure that you will make it to the gym on time for that class. Another reason that we may want to use it is just to guide back to core values. So imagine the person you're coaching says, I wish I could just set aside a bit of me time on a more regular basis. It's just so hard. There are literally days where it's go, 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 but I need to find a way because I'm just feeling too overwhelmed. It would be worth it to you because showing up fully present with your children is what matters most to you. So in this case, you just want to make sure not to make assumptions. This would be based on them sharing their reasons and values with you earlier on in the conversation. So this week, let's hear from you. I'm curious how often you use this type of reflection and what might be your purpose or intention when using it. And here's a bit of practice for you. If you'd like, I'd invite you to create a continuing the paragraph type reflection for the following statement. I'm feeling pretty frustrated with my progress these past few weeks. I've been really stressed with work, so I didn't have time to go grocery shopping or do food prep like I had planned. If only my boss weren't such a jerk. So what might a continuing the paragraph reflection sound like here? I will post this in the chat and I'd love to hear from you along the week. Have a really good one and looking forward to talking with you again soon.